Okay, so this is a long time coming, but I just wanted to make a video on shifting and responding and what's been going on. Now, if you don't know, I've been in the community for 3 years. And for 3 years, I've been bouncing back and forth. I was in high school when I first found out. Actually, I was a freshman in high school when I first found out, and then I got involved. What year was it? Freshman in high school, got involved. I felt say sophomore year, junior year, so 11th grade, the summer before. So you could say in between sophomore year, say in between junior year, it's just the middle. I got involved then. And during that time, I've been on a journey, and I just wanted to do a little video updating, explaining how I kind of been ignoring, I don't want to say ignoring, it's not been involved with the community. What is that? Sorry. I've been involved with the community since around 2020, late 2020, when all that chaos started happening with TikTok. That is something. So I personally set a timeline for myself. First, let me say something. Deadlines. I've noticed the increase of people setting deadlines for themselves. Do not set a deadline, in my opinion. If you don't do it by then, you're over. You're a failure. Don't do that. I'm the type of person who's like that, so I refuse. You see, I'm snapping because I'm trying to make a point. Don't do that. If you're the type of person who will break down if you don't hit your deadline, just don't do it. Save yourself the trouble. Personally, I just set a timeline. I set a certain year, really a certain age, but also set a year to be more clear. Because if I just say age, you're going to be like, I don't know what that means. How are you? I set a year. That was my deadline for everything I wanted to do before then. It stayed relatively the same, I've gone up 2 years or a year since I said that. So mine is 2025 to 24, because it's a middle ground, because it can be both. That's right. So 2025, let's just say the latest. That's my deadline, but for my timeline basically. But in between that, I want to let myself do things. I see a lot of people, they kind of stress themselves out. They let themselves not really care about stuff here, which I think is a bad idea. If you don't care about stuff, you're going to fall behind, and your life here is going to be worse, because you're just so focused on achieving that, when really, I feel like you really should be focused on your life here while whatever you're doing, scripting, making videos, manifesting, listening to subs, whatever. You need to realize that your life here matters just as most. And I realized that, but it didn't really hit me. I need that impact. It didn't really hit me until I think I came close to finishing high school. Now, the reason I think it didn't hit me till then is because I was, for instance, I'm 19 now, found out 14, started 16. I was not really caring. I wasn't even thinking about college back then, which is something I want to also note. I set the deadline originally, I say this, 21, because college done. However, if I don't finish college, or I drop out, or whatever happens, I still say 21 because there's stuff you can do then. But anyway, I think it didn't really hit me until I thought about it. There's still so many things I want to do here in this world, reality, whatever, that you really don't get the experience when you're a teenager or when you're younger, which is something I want to stress. A lot of you guys are in middle school or whatever. Don't hold yourself back on certain things you can do. I understand if you don't care, because that was me. Or I have friends who are like that, they're done. They don't care about college or going to certain things or this or that. They just want to get it done, and that's their choice, because they personally are the type of person who doesn't need that. I feel like I want to experience that, so that's why I've kind of taken my time, and I didn't continue interacting with the community like that, because I personally was like, you know what, I want to do this. I want to go to school. I want to work a job and hate it. I want to do this. I want to do that. Because it's not as exciting. Come on now, it's not. But I want to do that. And I encourage that. Because I see a lot of people, they stress themselves out. And they think, well, here, I'm nobody. I'm just doing these everyday things. I'm like, well, enjoy it. If you can't, then you have a right to want to leave immediately. That's the thing I also want to stress. I'm not saying, oh my god, like how some of these people do. You're an adult, or you're a kid. You don't really know your decision. No. I personally believe responding at 16 and up is okay. Below, I kind of get worried because, like, you're young. But then again, who can make that decision for you? Somebody says you're too young for this, or you haven't experienced enough in life for this, or you're like naive. Don't listen. As long as you're safe, as long as you've done the research in my mind, go for it. If you want to respond tomorrow, go for it. Like, personally, me, I want to explore life more, but then again, I tell you, I have friends, and I've met people who already left. They're gone. They already completed, who didn't even take a year. They took like a couple weeks, were able to get whatever they needed done, work through whatever they needed to do. And also, don't rush. Like, if you can't do it in the first couple of weeks, like some people, or months, don't rush. Don't beat yourself up about that. I used to, and look at me, 3 years. Don't. It's not a race. But anyway, if you want to do it fast, do it. You want to do it like me, do it. That's all I wanted to say. I just want to be like, okay, I didn't give up or anything like that. I'm being kind of lazy. That's all I'm going to say. I'm enjoying my time. I'm going to barbecues. I'm going to college. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. I'm trying to get a part-time job just to experience it. Because when the time comes, and I'll be all gone. And when that's all gone, part of me is going to want to experience that. Even though I'm not going to be like the fantastical sort. Because, man, I'm also going to talk about that. My DRs. And, oh, God, how I've been seeing some of y'all acting. Good Lord, some of y'all new baby shifters have no control. No backbone. No sense. Just two brain cells banging together for mercy and God. And Lucifer. And let me tell you, I was there. I only have 2 brain cells too by my grades, as you can see. But we'll talk about that. But anyway, I guess I understand here is boring, but I want to experience that in my life, and we all kind of do. Now, what I'm about to talk about is my DRs. In my DRs, that are realities, I have some that are controversial. I personally have an opinion. I don't give a fuck what you do in your DR. That's not my. I didn't write it. I didn't script it. I didn't mix other. Not my business. Why am I so scared? That's the opinion I have for everybody. As long as you're not raping people, I don't give a fuck. As long as you're not a pedophile in there, I don't give a fuck. Do what you want. If you want to threesomes, if you want to bang this, gang bangs, if you want to, I don't care. No, not my business. Turn the other cheek. You gotta learn this, please. You gotta understand. People will do what they want. Their desired realities, ideal realities. Just because you like, you go and run to them and be like, you can't do that. It's morally wrong. Heck, even the ones I just said I would find weird, they're still gonna do that. I can't go in there, march in their reality, grab their book, snatch it on their ear, and be like, no, you can't do this. I can't. I'm not their mom. I'm not them. I'm not their dad. That's their business. You can't control people. But anyway. So mine, I've gotten hate for. If y'all saw the Asian fishing. Okay, first off, I don't want to be a K-pop. I really don't. I don't want to be a singer. Yes, I took dance when I was younger. Yes, I wanted to take singing lessons. Yes, I wanted to take model lessons, and I discussed it. Yes, I wanted to be in that industry, but I was a kid, and kids want that stuff. And I feel like you can script to be whatever race you want, gender, sexuality, I don't care. Because it's your mind, your choices, that doesn't reflect on who you are today. Just like how I have a whole bunch of K-pop DRs. But am I the idol in them? No. Am I Korean in most of them? No. I'm mostly the CEO in those. I just like the idea of building a group and running it. And most of them, they're unsuccessful. I think only one I made it so they're successful. That's it. Look at me now. So I just wanted to share that, like, my DRs are, they're like 5 K-pop ones, and most of those I'm the CEO of the company. There's a bunch of fantasy ones that started in anime. It really goes by what I'm into, because I don't watch anime like that anymore, so I don't really have anime ones like that anymore. Because I don't watch anime like that or read manga. So I don't have those anymore. I understand, like, they're popular now, and I don't have Harry Potter ones. Let me just put that out there. I don't have ones based on books. I only have like 2 based on books, and that's because I was super into those books and super into the things. I have like a Twilight one, and that's only because I like the werewolves idea. So I wanted to have a thing where it's like a reverse of Twilight, but it's a werewolf romance. I wanted that. And I have a vampire. It's not Vampire Diaries. Vampire Kisses one, because I feel like I'm the only person who knows that book series and knows that manga series, and I need to experience that. I need to, like, 12-year-old me was like, I need this when I read it, and now adult me's like, I will experience that, I swear to God. But yeah, I just wanted to share, just because, like, somebody's another race on your DR doesn't mean they want to be like that in real life. Like, man, I don't use beauty subs like that. I use them for my skin, and that's a health issue. I used to be so paranoid my suds for your face. I would never use suds for my face for hair because I was so scared it would mess my hair up. I thought, like, if I did it, it would destroy my body. I thought it was like plastic surgery back then in 2017, so I didn't until like 2019. And still, to this day, I don't really use it like that. But besides that, yeah, just because I'm Korean and like 3 of my DRs, I don't want to be Korean in real life. Nope, I like being black. I'm fine. Okay, moving on. I guess I could talk about stuff I recommend for baby shifters. Sorry, I'm sick, so I'm talking very low, and I'm not home alone. I usually do these when I'm home alone. As you can see, I don't do them anymore because people are at home, or I'm at college when people aren't home. So, different priorities, or I would be at work, especially last summer. I remember I was working. But yeah. Tips. Methods aren't necessary. Please, 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 God. Please tell me you guys don't depend on methods or techniques still. Please. They aren't necessary. You can just lay down and listen to rain music and you'll be fine. Script whatever you want, as I was explaining. I don't care who you are. It's just script whatever. You can't. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. And in the day, we're all gonna be gone. Nobody cares. Just don't be outspoken about it if you know it's gonna be controversial because you're kind of just setting yourself up. Take this from my experience. 3. If you feel uncomfortable with something, ask somebody for help and research, because I've noticed a lot of people will be peer pressured into doing things in the community, or peer pressured into scripting a certain thing. If something makes you feel bad about your DR or your desired self or your results or the subs you listen to, I don't care the reasoning. If you're not hurting anybody, or if you're not racist or sexist or homophobic, it's really not their business, and it shouldn't be making you feel bad, especially if you're a minor, because at the end of the day, you can't really control what people manifest. What are we on? 5, 4, either one. You don't need subs to shift or respawn. And also, good thing I mentioned respawn, because I reminded you what I wanted to really talk about after all my like updates and all that shit. As a respawner, you're not gonna go to hell. You're not a bad person. You're not suicidal. That's just stereotypes. If you are any of those, well, I mean, if you are suicidal or a bad person, don't listen to hate, because some of these people really don't, especially shifters who have respawners, because you're literally the same thing. God, it gets on my nerves. I'm like, man, if you were here in 2017, 2019, you wouldn't be saying this, because you would have been getting lynched, jumped by people in Discords, in aminos, and group chats, because that was what's happening. and I wasn't even a part of the community then, and I would see it. That was what was happening. Like, you could not have a shifting sub in your playlist, or you would have been getting jumped, beat down, hated on, curb stomped. So don't even say hate on a responder if you're one of those kids who are shifting, because baby, you were literally in the same spot. You would have been, man, you would have been able to show your face. So if you feel pressured or peer pressure to change what you want to do because you're getting hate, or somebody saying, oh my god, you're gonna go to hell, look at their character, look at yours. Would you ever say that to somebody? No. And just move on with your day. That's it. That's all I really have to say. I just wanted to get a short update, explain what I've been doing. DRs, I made some more K-pop ones. I'm gonna do a fantasy one soon. That's it. I might make videos explaining mine. But that's all I wanted to do. This is just a rambling, what I've been doing type of thing. So bye.